What's good, Ninja? OJ over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another video. Today, got some awesome topics to go over, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. And we are starting off with the Regginator, REGGIE Fils-Aime. He is the man that you can credit. Yes, all of you out there watching can credit to getting Starfox. Yes, the Fox McCloud in Starlink Battle for Atlus, the new game, like RPG / adventure space shooting game coming out to the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. But of course, the Nintendo Switch version has that exclusive content with Fox McCloud. And yes, the Regginator is the one that Ubisoft is crediting in getting this in there. So let's go ahead and talk about this, because I find this to be extremely interesting, because people have said that REGGIE Fils-Aime is a yes man. REGGIE Fils-Aime doesn't get anything done. REGGIE Fils-Aime just listens to what they say in Japan. But it seems like to me, he's doing a little bit more than that. So let's get into the details here. Here are the bullet points. This is what the Starlink producer, Matthew Rose, had to say on the matter. Now, during a small-scale closed-door demo event last year, REGGIE was present and happened to see the game. REGGIE was the one who noticed the possibilities the game could bring. REGGIE invited the Starlink developers to present the game to Miyamoto and the Starfox development team. The demo has not shown off every spacecraft and parts that are on offer. The game also has post-launch DLC plans in the form of new spacecrafts. Fox's personality and the R-Wing abilities will be faithfully reproduced, and the development team are big fans of the Star Fox series. So if it wasn't for REGGIE actually getting them the audience, saying, hey, let me see this game a little bit more, saying, yo, this is a quality game, I think Star Fox can work well with this, and getting him the audience with Shigeru Miyamoto, we would have never got this collaboration if REGGIE didn't intuitively kind of just say, I see some similarities here, let's get something going with that. So to see REGGIE take the initiative, I mean, I'm a fan of the Regginator. You know, obviously there's some things that he probably could have done better, but I think overall REGGIE brings a positive and energetic spirit to Nintendo. He brings a face that you can always associate when it comes to Nintendo of America. He has good camera presence. Overall, I think he's doing pretty good, and this gets some major points for me, because if he didn't do this, we wouldn't have had Star Fox in this game. And I've said this once and I'll say it again, this might be the real Star Fox, because Star Fox has always been known as a rail shooter. That's what Star Fox is, and this game seems to be going well above and beyond a rail shooter. It's not a rail shooter at all. It's an open kind of area space shooting game with customizable parts and different locations that you can go to, stuff that I've always wanted in Star Fox since the Wii U. Ideas that I was saying, yo, Star Fox should do this, this, or this. This game, Starlink Battle for Atlus, has that. So to see Star Fox kind of get put into this one here is awesome to see, and to know that the Regginator was the man that really sparked that, then Miyamoto gave the stamp of approval. Yo, that's actually really cool. So what do you guys think about the Regginator initiating this in terms of getting Star Fox in Starlink Battle for Atlus? And are you guys excited for the game? I think it's dropping this October on the Nintendo Switch. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and getting into the next exciting topic, we got Masahiro Sakurai, the Super Smash Bros. God himself, discussing his approach to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, choosing / creating items, working on taunts, and a lot more. So Nintendo recently sat down with Masahiro Sakurai to talk all things Super Smash Bros. So I want to go in and get right into what Sakurai had to say on a multitude of topics. So first, Nintendo asked him how was his approach to the game different from the approach to past Smash Bros. Games, and what did he want to achieve with this game specifically. Masahiro Sakurai had this to say: the difference between this game and the past is that all the characters are in it. We really tried our best to make the impossible possible, to prevent situations where someone misses a certain character because they've been cut. And another comparison I can make between past titles and this one is that in retrospect, I do feel that Super Smash Bros. Melee may have been geared a bit too much toward a core audience. we made Super Smash Bros. Brawl when the Wii came out. At the time, games like Wii Fit became popular, attracting a lot of casual players that have never really touched the video game before. So we lowered the speed a bit so that those players can enjoy the game. But that doesn't understand why you put in tripping, Masahiro Sakurai. Then he also went on to describe Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and what they did with that and the Nintendo 3DS. Now moving on to the next question here, Nintendo does state items have always been a big part of the Super Smash Bros. Experience. What goes into designing new items and what do you think items add to the franchise? Masahiro Sakurai basically said this is that it's to balance out kind of the skill gaps between what you usually see in a fighting game. Usually it's just fighting, you're punching, kicking, doing super moves, whatever the case is in a lot of these games. He wanted to add something that's kind of different to bridge that skill gap and make it to where it can kind of even things out if you're playing with somebody who's a lot more skilled compared to people who aren't. So that's essentially what items do for the franchise and kind of why they're always put in there. Plus it's always cool. This is not what he said, but it's always cool to have a bunch of different things from each franchise. It just makes sense, right? You have a bunch of different franchises, probably gonna have some items in each one of them that you can chuck at each other. So overall, I think it's cool that it's in there for the casual players and people just want to play and have fun. So that's awesome. They always have the items in Super Smash Bros. Now moving on to the final topic in this little segment that we're discussing when it comes to Smash Bros. Nintendo said Smash characters are known for having unique taunt animations. I've always wondered, how are these decided upon, and do you have a favorite one? And here was what Sakurai had to say on the matter. Well, it's sort of whatever I feel like. And then he laughed. It's just that without these appeals, it's nothing but fighting. Since this is a game about characters, I feel it a bit limiting to only be thinking about attacking. Things like adding unique movements to idle animations or adding taunts is a subtle way to showcase the characters' personalities, so I do put a bit of thought into it. As for a favorite taunt, I like them all, so I can't really say, but I do like Ridley's down taunt. When you use it, Ridley for some reason stands up straight, so you can actually see how tall he really is. He's about 4 meters tall. So the funny thing about this is that Sakurai actually puts some thought into it when it comes to taunts. I mean, can't that just be passed down to like an underling? Can't that be passed down to somebody else? The fact that Sakurai is so focused and honed in to even discuss and talk about taunts, about him actually putting those in, just goes to show you how hard this dude works. So what do you guys think about all this in terms of what Sakurai had to say on the matter? I've talked about Super Smash Bros. So much. You guys already know I'm super hyped for this. All this stuff is really cool, hearing Sakurai talk more about the game and seeing him not just write a Famitsu column, but actually talk in terms of questions from Nintendo. That's awesome to see. So let me know your thoughts about all this in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the final topic here. NIS America has released a brand new trailer for God Wars, the complete legend, introducing the new Labyrinth of Yomi dungeon. Now, the Labyrinth of Yomi is a brand new dungeon that outlines the story of Kaguya with over 50 stages. It includes Momotaro and his crew as playable characters, as well as multiple endings. God Wars The Complete Legend launched for the PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PS Vita on June 14th in Japan, and will launch on the Nintendo Switch on August 31st in Europe and September 4th in North America. Now, the quality of life improvements and Labyrinth of Yomi dungeon added to the Complete Legend will be available in the PlayStation 4 and PSV versions of God Wars Future Pass via updates, and the paid downloadable content, the Labyrinth of Yomi. So you guys are checking out this trailer as well. I don't have too much knowledge about this franchise or this game. I haven't really researched too much into it. Looks like a really slick RPG game. Glad that it's coming over here in the West, and it might be something that I check out because it's giving me some Disgaea / Fire Emblem vibes to it. It seems like it has a pretty cool story, has some nice bonuses, and once again, the people over there at NIS, Nippon Ichi Software, just showing all sorts of love and support for the Nintendo Switch. So you guys know I've got to cover it. So do I have any God Wars fans in my village here with you guys? If you are big into God of Wars, let me know what's cool about this game. Let me know if Fire Emblem fans or Disgaea fans are gonna like it, and what are some of the key aspects that makes God Wars stand out as a game compared to others out there, because I'm really interested in learning more about it from a fan's perspective. So let me know about that, in addition to the other topics that we discussed, from what Sakurai had to say in Super Smash Bros. To Ubisoft and the Regginator getting Starfox. I kind of have to laugh every time I think think about it. But the Regginator initiating Starfox in Starlink Battle for Atlus. Let me know your thoughts on all this in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.